Hi, Angela here. Thank you so much for tuning in to watch another video. If you're new here, my name is Angela. I lost 200 pounds, fell in love with running, and now I'm trying to live the healthiest life I possibly can while being a mom. In this video, I'm so excited to share with you my first F1 experience. If you don't know, I am an F1 mega fan. And if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you know that, this is what I really, really love to talk about, second to running. So like this was such a big deal for me, and I never ever thought that I was going to be able to go to an F1 race and experience it all. So we got to go. We only went for Saturday qualifying because I didn't know that Sunday tickets were gonna open up. So I ended up buying Saturday tickets, and then Sunday tickets opened up, and whatever. I was just happy to go. I didn't really vlog that much because I was really trying to enjoy the experience, and so I did get a few things that I'm going to share with you right now. So take you back to the United States Grand Prix in Austin, Texas at the Circuit of Americas. Definitely lots of walking when you come to a full race. And I got roped for $50 for this hat, but hey, I'm here for it. I'm living. It's kind of hot. We're trying to find a good spot on the track. Alright, Wage, this is your F1 interview. What is your first impression?
It's big. There's a lot of people here. Some people are drunk.
There's a lot of walking. I think we walked like a mile and a half to get here.
How many whatever I want?
And it's been going on since COTA back into the last year.
Alright, it was such a fun experience. I got my $50 McLaren hat. Yes. I was so excited to get it, and but I wanted to tell everyone about some tips about going to COTA, aka Circuit of the Americas, for the first time, because it was a little daunting at first, and that was my first time going to a motorsports race. So I definitely wanted to share some tips with everyone about going out there and being wrapped up in the experience. So the first thing that I really want to talk about is the tickets. I saw the tickets when they went on sale. I kind of didn't want to pull the trigger on it because they were very, very expensive, and I didn't know if the race was going to happen due to COVID and all that stuff, so I didn't buy tickets. They sold out, but then they opened it back up for single day tickets in June. I had gone to the website randomly one day. They had Friday tickets available, which is free practice 1 and free practice 2. The second day of tickets opened up for qualifying and free practice 3, and I was like, okay, I'm definitely going to that. And I pulled the trigger and I bought 2 tickets then. And then the next day, tickets for Sunday opened up, which I didn't know that they were going to open up because when I went to the site, I only saw Friday and Saturday. So I was kind of bummed that I didn't get the tickets. Now, when buying those tickets, it's basically the same price as buying a 3-day ticket. I think it probably would have cost you like $50 more, maybe, if you would have bought the Friday, the Saturday, and the Sunday tickets, single day tickets. So always keep an eye out for that, because even if you think that the race is sold out, they will probably end up releasing some individual tickets at the end. Okay, so I have my little list here of tips. So my first tip is to take the shuttles. I don't see how people park out there, or why anyone would want to park out there. The parking is a ridiculous amount of money. It's like $150 to park out there per day, or you have to buy like a 3-day parking pass, and those sell out at the beginning. So there was no parking available when the single day tickets went on sale, but they had shuttles from downtown Austin and Barton Creek Mall, which were $40 per day per person. So I felt like that was a very reasonable option. You got there, they dropped you off at the main gate, and then they picked you up right there. So like, you knew where the shuttles were. The shuttles were constantly rolling, so you really weren't ever waiting for a shuttle. And you don't have to worry about parking your car or finding the lot or anything like that. It was just very, very convenient, and probably the best $80 that we spent the whole weekend. Second tip is to wear sunscreen, bring a hat, and stay hydrated. So they say that you can bring one sealed bottle of water. So we got like the liter bottles and brought those, but I saw one guy with like a gallon of water, and it was sealed. So like, I guess you can take it as far as you want to, as long as you want to carry it. But there are like refill stations around the circuit where you can refill your bottle if that's what you want to do. So I thought that was really nice. But I did see people in there with like hydro flasks and stuff like that, and the rules said that you couldn't bring in your own containers or your thermos or food or anything like that. But I saw people walking in with bags of drinks, and I didn't know if that was like loud, was that laxed or whatever, but I did actually see people. I don't know if that was a one-off, but if I got to the gate and someone told me that I need to throw away my hydro flask, or that they were going to take it from me, I don't know what I would do. So I guess if you want to try it, bring a cheaper water bottle or whatever. But like I said, we just brought just sealed water bottles, and I didn't refill them. I just ended up buying more water. The third tip, get there early, because the place is big. Obviously, it's one of the longer F1 tracks, and so like, you want to walk around and get your bearings and know where you want to go, because for us, we sat in general admission, and so like, finding those lawn seats, well, it took a while. So you need to get there early, and also you need to get there early if you're going to buy merch, because people were going nuts for the merch. We got there at 8. We got on an 8:30 shuttle. I think we got to the circuit at 9. We had to walk a little bit of ways to get in line, about 9:15, and then we stood and waited around. But by like 9:55, we were moving closer to the gate. They were opening it. There was only one metal detector open in our single line, so like, it slowed down the process a little bit. It felt like that we were standing there longer than what we actually were though. So just get there early, get into the main plaza, and just like, get your bearings for everything. And besides, when you get there early in the morning, even though your event, the thing that you want to watch, may not happen until later in the day, you can get situated and just like, have a good time. So I do recommend getting there early. Like, you're paying the money, get your money's worth. Stay all day, because there are different things that are going on throughout the day. Know the schedule. Like, we got to see the women's racing series, like qualifying. Daniel Ricciardo was riding in Dale Earnhardt's old car. That was like really cool. And we just got to see like a lot of other different things besides free practice 1, or free practice 3, and the actual qualifying. So that was also my fourth tip, was to like, or to know the schedule and know what was going on. And when it comes to buying merch, everyone walked into the Grand Plaza, because everyone came in through those gates, and then went crazy buying merch. There are lots of different merch stands out there, and everybody was just flocking to it. Look, I fell victim to it. I mean, I bought my McLaren hat like right when we walked in. But if you walk further down the circuit, because I wanted to sit at turn 12, if you keep on walking around, there are different places that are selling merch, and they're basically all selling the same things. So it was like extremely crowded at the McLaren booth because apparently everyone in Texas is a McLaren fan. But McLaren and Mercedes and Red Bull, like, people were buying up all that stuff really quick. And the later in the day it got, the longer the merch lines were. You know, go there, get your stuff, and then go get situated. Food is very expensive. So this is what I wrote. I was like, do you want a pizza? That, a whole pizza, that's $42 for a whole pizza. The beers and like the drinks and stuff were kind of normal price for like sporting events, but I was just really taken aback by the $42 pizza. I myself enjoyed some brisket mac and cheese. That was only 14 bucks, and I felt like that was a good deal. Willie got like a cheeseburger and fries. That was 14 bucks. I felt like that those were good deals, but I don't know if I would pay 42 bucks for a whole pizza. I don't know. That was a little excessive. The bottled waters were like $4 to $5, and you know, they had people walking around selling stuff, which was good. So you didn't always have to wait in lines, because after noon, those food lines were so long. Like unbearable to even stand in. The ice cream line was like stretched out across the grandstand. I wasn't in the grandstand, but yeah, it was just crazy. There is going to be a lot of walking when you go to COTA. Pay attention to the map, kind of know where you want to sit, and then like know the direction that you're going to be going in, because walking around the circuit is a lot. Now there are shuttles that take you around the circuit, but I don't know how fast they are. You should get to where you're going and get there quickly. Don't wear open-toed shoes or shoes that you even care about, because it's gravel and like dirt roads, and you know, your shoes will never be the same. I guess most people out there really didn't care about that, but yeah, you're going to do a lot of walking and your shoes are going to get dirty. So now I wanted to share just like some general admission tips that I had. There's a map. There are lots of maps around the whole circuit so that you know where you are. Ignore the map if you're trying to figure out where you're going to sit, because I assume that general admission you can just sit anywhere, and I recommend that you just try and sit anywhere where you want to sit, and then if someone tells you to move, then move. But I got lost. I wanted to sit at turn 12, but then we ended up going to turn 11, which wasn't that bad. It was just the furthest end of the circuit, and it's up on the hill where the hairpin turn is, and it was really nice out there. There were less people out there because everyone was trying to get around where the start was and like the earlier turns are, and so there were more people concentrated up there sitting on the lawn than there were back in the back. So there were less people using the bathroom. The food lines and stuff were still long, but I would imagine that they were even longer with those places up in the front. But yeah, anywhere that there's a green lawn, I assume that you can just sit there, and I was a little bit confused about that. It's not really on the map. Like, they kind of show you, but they don't really show you. So just get to walking, find a place that works good for you. I know there were people arguing about this place is better on the track, this place is better on the track, this place is better. You know, you're not going to see the whole track anyway. There are no live screens for anyone that's not sitting in a grandstand. So, I mean, you're not going to get like a full F1 experience if you're getting the general admission seats. So for me, it didn't bother me because I thought that I was going to be able to watch my F1 TV and watch what was going on. But where we sat on the circuit, it was so far back that there was no cell service. So that's a tip. If you're going to sit back at the back of the circuit, there is no cell service. So I mean, it came in and out, so don't expect to be able to like use your phone like that. I mean, after a while it would come in, but then it would stop. So, but I really enjoyed sitting at turn 11. I felt like that it was a good view. Like, it came down the hill, it wrapped around, and then you could see the other side of the track. I mean, I don't see what more you could ask for unless you really wanted to sit in the main grandstand to see what was going on. But, you know, like, you were far away. All you could hear was the announcer who was telling you kind of what was going on, but not really. So I really did count on being able to watch my F1 TV, which I did for a little bit during qualifying. So like, I could tell Lily, oh, these people are in the pits, these people are coming out now, because, you know, there's like always a lull. So it'd be different on a race because there's a constant flow going on. General admission, bring your chair or your blanket and bring your umbrellas if you want to, but please don't be the asshole that who shows up late and sets up your big old roll of umbrellas in front of people that have been sitting there all day. That was so annoying because we got into the circuit about 10 o'clock, and then by 11 o'clock we had gotten to where we were going to sit. We sat there all day, and then people started putting up umbrellas and we had to move, and it's just like, if you have an umbrella, sit towards the back. Let's just show some courtesy. I saw people trying to sit in those backless chairs. There's no way you can sit in a backless chair all day. No way. They were struggling. So make sure you have a good comfy chair that you can sit in and just like enjoy it. Just enjoy everything about it. Also, there are no live screens. I know I've already said this before. There are no screens for you to watch if you're not sitting in a grandstand. So please keep that in mind. They have like the screens on the map or whatever, but you're not going to be able to see them. You're not going to be able to hear them. So kind of stay away from that. And most importantly, just like enjoy your time there and just really just talk to the people around you, cheer, have a good time, like really get into it and just enjoy it. That's kind of why I didn't end up vlogging the whole time, because I was just so happy to be there, and it was so loud. It was so loud all the time, so I don't even know if you could have heard me when I was vlogging, but it was just a really great experience, and I can't wait to go back next year. And I'm glad that I got to share a little bit of the experience with you. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any more questions, or if you were there or anything like that, or who's your favorite F1 team. Just comment down below. I'm obviously a McLaren fan, but I'm always supporting Lewis. I'm always supporting Lewis. That's to be understood, but then after Lewis, then it's Lando. So I'm all about that. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
If it gets too dark, I'll be